Reese's on my behalf all the
Since I was a child, Nikki Bell, Tia, Trivia, Brian, Jay, George, what's up?
Hey everybody.
Also knew that on that day my life would be forever.
Hey y'all.
For the better.
How y'all doing?
I want you to know that you are mine. Oh yeah.
Hey Felicia. You feeling better? Hey Trivia. Hey George. B Shaw. You up, Crenshaw? You up here? Trivia, I made it on time today. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How things going? My TJ said he gets us situated. Situated.
Y'all pray for me.
You look dark on this thing.
I'm light skinned.
No. It's like you're in a show. Where's your light? There we go. Still don't look right. Hey everybody. Hey Tia. Hey Nikki. For anybody else that's come up here and I didn't say hey to, hey everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How was your day? How are things going?
You make me laugh. Oh, you make me smile.
Oh. For those who know me know I can't sing.
Feel so good inside.
But it don't hurt to try.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Okay, Sherrie. Hey, everybody.
Don't act like you don't like my singing.
I'm not telling the truth on lie. Hey, everybody.
Don't you come closer?
I don't want to come closer.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Thursday Love. We're happy that you are up here and that you are joining us on another edition. I hope you had another great day. How many had a great day? How many had a great day? How many had a great day? If so, let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your heart.
Sell out, Clarice.
For those that are up here, don't forget to hit your share button. Tell people about Thursday Love. Yes, we are a marriage ministry, but we're not just called just to those who are married. We're called to those who are just trying to be a better me.
It ain't
a
real.
Better you.
It ain't real, Clarice. Hey, Karen.
What are you talking about?
She said she love your hair. I said, it ain't real. It's a wig.
Hey, Reese. Hey, Karen. I didn't see everybody's name. Hey, Auntie
We're going to miss
Rosa.
y'all on Saturday, Clarice.
Hey, Mrs. Anderson.
You
I don't think I've said that
George
yet.
and Trevia.
Hey, Mrs. Anderson.
Who you talking about?
Lolita.
Oh, hey, LA.
How are y'all doing? Come on, y'all know how it is. On Thursday Love, we like to chit chat. We like to talk with you, and we want you to talk back with us.
Share.
So how are you feeling? How has your week been? Has things been going good? How has your week been?
My week has been great. I don't know about next week too much because we got to go back to work. But no, I'm going to love it. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, he goes back to work next week. Yeah. I've been at work every day. So
you sound jealous.
So my week has been good. My week has been good. I can't complain.
You complaining?
I can't complain. My mom was in the hospital this week, but she is home. So that's a blessing. It's been a good week. I do have room to complain, but I'm not going to complain.
Thank you.
God is good.
Some good days.
Yes, that's the song. Sing it.
No. Keep
You gotta do that. When they do that. It's like everybody who sing that song, they gotta go backwards. Okay, but with that being said, so for those that are up here, Thursday Love has T-shirts. Thursday Love has T-shirts. Thursday Love has T-shirts. I think I'm doing it right. Am I saying it?
Is there she?
No, okay. Wait. I ain't doing it right. I'm doing it right. I ain't doing it right. There we go. Oh, nope. Still ain't doing it right.
Thought you had it.
I had it. All right. Thursday Love has T-shirts. Yes, Thursday Love has T-shirts. And it has our motto up there, loving me, loving you, and loving us. So for those who would like a Thursday Love T-shirt, it's only $15. You can inbox me. You can cash at me. You can see me personally and give it to me. But we are promoting our Thursday Love T-shirts because we have been going around. We have been talking to work at workshops and so forth, and we've been selling our T-shirts. And so we're excited about our T-shirts and excited about what God is doing. So for those who would like a Thursday Love T-shirt, just inbox Thursday Love or inbox Sherrie, inbox CJ, or cash app us at Thursday Love. We'll make sure you get your T-shirt. We have them in all sizes from small to, I think, XX. I think I did a couple of triple X's too. So they're all regular size. So they're unisex. So that means they fit the women and the men. So there's no special woman size or special man size. It's unisex. So for those who would like one, let us know. And also, I just want to let everybody know, TJ has a CD. TJ has a CD. He doesn't talk about his CD much, but I'm going to talk about his CD. See, this is go along with our topic tonight. What makes a marriage work? And that's supporting your spouse and what they do. And I am promoting and supporting my spouse. So for those who believe in worship and those who believe in prayer time, or you just need some music that is peaceful and calm, this is the CD you need. It's an instrumental. It's called A Time of Worship. It is an awesome CD, and it's only $10. So for those,
A Time to Worship.
A Time to Worship. So yes, if you would like to get a copy, please inbox Thursday Love or me, and we will get you one.
And it's a worship instrumental.
Yes.
It's not a vocal. It's a worship
instrumental.
Nothing to interrupt your time with God.
Yes. Hey D. Hey Hall.
By the way, before we get started, we want to thank Bishop Carl Jones and TLC tonight for joining us, man, for thinking and not robbery, as the cliche says, for taking time out of their schedule to join us tonight for Bible study. We appreciate it, Bishop. We really do. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe just okay.
So yeah. Now you just took it off me.
No, you did. They can see you.
I'm trying to make it so they see you too.
They are. I had it so they could see us, chick. Like dark lady chick syndrome.
All right. So last week we talked about our vacation and how it was it being at Disney. And so now we're back. We're back in the swing of things. We're trying to get into the swing of things. It is hard coming off a vacation. I'll tell you that much. To get your mind right, to get your mind back to working, and be happy about it, because you really just want to stay on vacation.
So, life doesn't work that way.
Yeah, life doesn't work that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we could have full-time vacation and still reap the benefits of having a paycheck, it would be great.
Well,
but
that's gonna happen soon.
So
that's gonna happen.
So you
better stay home if you want to.
But it doesn't work that way. But so we're back in the swing of things. You feel you ready? You feel like you in the swing of things?
I was ready. We was in Florida.
No, you ain't. You just said the other day you wanted to go back to vacation.
Prove it.
I can't prove it.
Right. So no one believes you.
So
look, y'all. Sorry. While we're doing this, I'm going to be eating some Star Wars minis. Continue, please. You can't tell me. You can't talk trash about my life.
Okay, so tonight we're talking about what makes a marriage work. For those who are married, for those who are not married,
Star Wars
still
minis.
Be up here. For those who desire to be married, stay up here. This is just a couple of things that will help you individually or help you as a couple. So one of the things that, you have to do, we talked about a lot of things, especially when it came to vacation last week, what really helped us. But we want to hear from you. What would be the top 3 things? Because there are a lot of things that can make a marriage work. There's components to a marriage. What if you had to pick 3 things, 3 top items or things, attributes that will characterize what would make a marriage work? What would those 3 things be? In this case, one of them would be learning to put up with your husband's bad habits.
I got my 3. God, sex, and communication.
Carl Jones says sex too.
Yeah! Yeah, buddy. Yes. That bed ain't undefiled.
Say it again now.
Yes, sir. I said God, sex, and communication.
God, sex, and communication.
Okay, hold on. God, sex / money and communication.
Wait a minute.
You can have sex. You can have sex, but you can have sex and be broke.
I said 3 things, not just one, Bishop. I said 3, not just one. So if you can name 3 things or 3 items that really will make you think make a work.
It won't just Bishop. His wife says sex and money.
She said sex, so they agree on the sex.
Right. Well, they have proof. They have 2 proofs.
They have 2 proofs. But they agree.
Well, how can 2 agree unless they walk together?
And so they walk together in sex.
No, I said walk.
I said walk together in sex.
That's how you said it won't.
No.
Oh, so Bishop said sex. That's 3 things. You're right. You want it.
Okay, so Pamela said open line of communication, honesty, and trust.
Yeah.
Yes. Open lines of communication, honesty, and trust. There's a key. He said, "Is that 3 sex?" Yes, that's 3, Bishop.
That's more like the Trinity.
That's 3, Bishop. Yes, that's 3, Bishop.
Nice.
So what were your top 3?
God, sex / money, and communication.
I said 3.
It's a combination.
Sex and money is not a combination.
You didn't say we couldn't do compound words.
Sex and money is not a compound word.
Sex, money, if I put it together, it is.
It's not.
Sex, money. God, sex, money, and communication.
In that order?
In that order.
Because
we ain't got to talk having sex. You got to be quiet. You got to hear a couple of noises.
Trivia said God first, communication, and trust.
Trivia, since you're pregnant, y'all should have had sex in there too. You are with child.
But most of us agree that God and most of us say communication. Communication is one of the main things that we go to.
George, where you at? You quiet.
George ain't said anything. Brian says sex money sounds like a business.
Yeah. That's right. Sex money is a compound word, tell you. Sex money. God, sex, money, and communication.
It's like you put them all together.
You can be quiet. You can be quiet doing sex. I ain't got to hear you. You ain't got to tell me nothing.
Vondra said communication, listening, and support. Listening is major. Yes, listening is major.
Yes, WMV.
She said, well, that too, but you said 3 sex would be the 4th.
How is it going to be the 4th tribute? Okay, never mind.
George says, oh, yes, sex is on my list, bold and highlighted.
Wait, so bold is one and highlighted is another, or just sex, George?
No, he's saying the word sex is bold and highlighted, TJ. Really?
I know.
But yeah, okay. So we always,
Hall said money, sex, power.
Money's power? Really? You gonna quote the song? He doing the song. Anyway, so as we know, I can't with him. As we know, communication is one of the main things. A lot of us throw that out. That is the first thing that we say. We say communication. It's the easiest word to throw out when we say it makes a marriage work. But it's one of the hardest things to learn to do in a marriage because everybody has their own communication style. And communication is not just talking to someone. Communication is a two-way street. If you look up the definition of communication, it says not only receiving, but also not only giving, but receiving. So that means you're talking to someone, but you're also listening to someone. And so communication means I'm not only saying something to you, but I'm also listening to you. And listening means I comprehend or I understand what you are saying. So communication is a two-way street. It's not a one-way avenue. It's a two-way street. So yes, communication is mainly key. But we want to talk about some other factors tonight.
Can you communicate with silence?
Can you communicate with silence?
Like if you nagging me and I just don't say nothing, am I communicating?
Yes, you're communicating. It's body communication.
It's called nonverbal.
Yeah, that's it. Nonverbal.
So it's still a two-way street. You talking and I'm listening.
But you always don't talk. You're purposely ignoring me.
That's communication. You can't say I'm not communicating.
That's why you got candy all in your teeth.
It's fine. They can see it.
You still dark. Anyway,
I'm fine.
Hall said, yes, it is the hardest. Yeah, communication is one of the hardest. And a lot of times we try to do a lot of talking on this subject. But the thing is, everybody's different. everybody has their own way of communicating, the way they were brought up, because, that plays a role, the way they were raised, the environment they come in. I know I come from an environment, we're very loud. We do a lot of talking over each other. We got one person talking over here, another person talking over here. Don't ask me how anybody understands anybody, but yet for somehow somebody understands somebody, and we all get across our point. But then you got some people, as TJ, he's silent. He's silent. He's silent until he gets totally upset, and then he start yelling.
I don't yell. I don't. I might talk loud, but I don't yell. I don't yell. Don't lie to folks on Facebook. I'm a preacher now. I tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
Paul said, would you call it ignoring or processing when you silent?
It's an ignore processing.
Everything is not a compound word.
Hey, I'm ignoring the process. Is that
better? Ignoring the process.
Or maybe the voice. No, sometimes when I stay silent, if I stay silent, honestly, like, she can't accuse me of saying anything that I don't supposed to say. Because if I open my mouth and the wrong thing come out, I can't get it back. Shanika, well, I can call you Shanika Lawrence until Monday. And then I call you Dr. ML, Dr. Lawrence.
That's Dr. Lawrence. That's Dr. Lawrence to you, sir. Dr. Lawrence.
Hey, I came out today. You weren't there.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I agree, Bishop. Collecting my thoughts. That's what my silence means. I'm collecting my thoughts to decide or a process. We talked about the mind tonight in Bible study. So I'm collecting and processing my thoughts in my mind. I'm thinking about what I want to say to you, what I can't say to you, what I really want to say to you, but I don't say it.
No, you told me, you admitted on Thursday Love about a year ago what you really processing.
What was that? Because I mean, that was a whole year ago. I don't remember.
You said wah 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 wah.
Well, that was last year.
You said when women nag or women arguing or trying to get their point across, this is how men interpret it. Wah 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 wah.
But that was last year. I'm a year older. I just fade out. Literally, it's like I can't just. All right. So those who know music, when you producing music, right? At the very end, here it is. When you listen to a song on a CD, right? You know how at the very end the song fades out. And sometimes, I'll be honest, I'm freeing myself. Sometimes when Sherrie talk, the music just fades out at the very end. And then once she finishes, it's like the beginning of the song, it just fades back in. That's how it is.
Yeah, trivia. I know. It goes in one ear and literally out the other.
What she said, cause for me,
Paul said it takes him a minute
to process what is being said.
The way he think about his response. Hey, Benjamin.
Yeah, it does take a while, but sometimes for me, I am how I want to say it. I'm a quick thinker sometimes, so I already know in my mind what I want to say. My issue is you pinned the comment. My issue is preventing there you go. My issue is holding myself back from making statements. Because I already got in my head what I want to say.
Bishop, don't be agreeing with him talking about that's good, sir, and fade out. No.
Yeah, Bishop, you good. You good with music. But my issue is control. Not issue, but my thing is I'm trying to control not saying anything when we are talking. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you say something to irk my nerves while we having that conversation, and I had to bite my tongue to swallow what I say. So I got a whole lot of mechanisms.
For the women that are out there, this lets you know what your husband is really thinking. For those that are actually commenting, some men won't actually admit to this, but this just lets you know what men really are thinking. They fade out. They think you're saying, well, wah, wah, wah. No. They goes in one ear and out the other. Bottom line is, men don't listen.
No, that is not the case. I didn't know.
Listen.
I said if you fade out. I didn't say I listen. I don't listen. I hear what you're saying, but sometimes you know.
Fade out means it goes to complete silence. So that means you don't hear me.
It doesn't go. You don't when you produce
fade out.
When you're producing music, you
don't
don't fade it all the way out to 0 decibels. You don't do all the way out to 0 decibels until the very end. I hear what you're saying.
All right.
You're not going.
I'm not with you. Not tonight. So we see communication as an issue with a lot of people in this place. But there's some other things that can make a marriage work. for those that are up here, just start naming different things that in your marriage. If you're up here and you're married, what are some things that you can say that has played a key role in making your marriage work? I'm just going to name a couple of things. Now, of course, we named the normal ones that most people say: communication, trust, honesty. But let's dig into some smaller things. Let's dig into some simple things that I think are very huge. A lot of people don't use this word a lot, and it's respect. I think respect goes a long way in the marriage.
Yeah, I think respect would probably be at the top of the list.
It would be at the top of the list. It would be. How many feel like respect is a major role in your marriage?
Yeah, I mean, you don't anything that you don't respect, you don't value. Respect has to definitely be in there. Like if I respect you, I'm going to value you. I'm going to protect you against me, against others, and sometimes I'm gonna protect you against you,
right?
Because sometimes you can damage your own self. Mm-hmm. So yeah, anything you respect, you value.
Yeah, and the thing about respect means I consider you.
Yeah.
So I think I consider your thoughts, I consider your feelings, I consider just about everything about you. Mm-hmm. I consider where you come from, your point of view. A thing about respect, and it's not only just respecting you as a person, but respecting the call upon your life, respecting the job that you're doing, respecting the role that you're in, and respecting also your differences. That's another key part of making a marriage work, is not only respecting the individual themselves and the part that they play in your life, but respecting everything about them, even their differences. Me and TJ are really opposites attract in a lot of areas.
We're opposite a lot of ways. Like she's dark skinned, I'm light skinned. There's a lot of different ways we're opposite.
I can't.
She's a pretty child.
Hey, Crofton.
Like a rich child. Like a Hershey child.
I can't with
it crackles.
Benjamin says stay dating. Trivia said compromise. Compromise is awesome.
George says being empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
You mean empathetic or being pathetic? Which one, George?
Really? No. Benjamin said knowing when to respond. That is awesome as well. But
yeah, and that's what I was to that comment. That's what I was talking about earlier. Is when you are talking and I get quiet, because at that point in time, sometimes, especially if you really if y'all ain't ever seen Sherrie go in, she goes in. Anyway,
Jill said either one.
It's choosing when to make my comments. Because sometimes I'll let you go and go like the Energizer Bunny. And then after a while, I'm like, okay, I got your point. You said it. I heard your point. That's when the fade out comes in. I fade back in. You're still going. So that's when I have to, put a halt to
it. Cheese.
We're talking about what makes the marriage work.
I was talking. Yeah, we go. All right. So another thing that makes a marriage work. Another thing is having a desire.
You're right, Thurman. 110. That's exactly right. Yep.
Crofton, you are my brother, literally. You're supposed to be on my side.
Hey, look, Thurman, he's my brother-in-law. And he your brother-in-law.
He's my brother.
So, well, however, still.
But yeah, another thing that makes a marriage work amongst the main key components is desire. How many of you desire your spouse? How many of you desire them?
Oh, see, there's no hope to clarity.
Joe said, come subject. Really? And when I'm talking about desire, I mean desire to be with them. Desire, some people are in a relationship. Yeah, right, Crofton. Yeah, I love you too. Some people are in a relationship and they don't delight in them. They don't enjoy being with them. They don't desire to be with them. It's like a strong want to. I strongly want to be with you. And that is sad. I mean, do you question yourself? Do you strongly want to be with your partner? Do you strongly want to be with your spouse? Can you honestly say, I strongly want to be with you? It's not like I just want to be with you when it's convenient for me, but I strongly want to be in this relationship. I strongly want to make this work. That's what desire is. Desire is a strong feeling, a very strong want to, or a very strong feeling with a great desire of, well, a great delight of an outcome.
Well, let me ask you a question since we're live on Facebook. Do you desire to be with me? Do you still desire to be with me? The 6'5" vanilla.
You pinned Benjamin's comment.
Oh.
Hey, Keita.
Vonda said, yes, desire him.
I desire to be with Clarice and her only. Amen. That's right. You better stay at home.
But you still didn't answer my question.
Oh, you didn't finish?
Don't try to read no comments.
I was trying to fix the pen.
Let's pin that. Answer my question.
I don't know where it's at. Yes, I do. I desire you.
All 6'5"?
All 6'5" vanilla.
6'9", 9'6", 5'9".
That one right there. I do desire. And sometimes it's a renewed desire. Because it has to be a renewed desire, and I'm just being honest, because the desire I had for you when I was 21 and 22 is not the desire that I have for you now. It's a totally different desire.
What kind of desire do you have when you was 22, 21?
I didn't have a desire.
Being that you're 19 years, 20 years, 23 years older.
It was 20 years ago.
How was your desire then?
It was a desire to more so get to know you. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it was really a desire. It was more of an interest and a curiosity. Because like I said, desire is something that you strongly want. And at that time, I didn't strongly want you because I didn't honestly know all of you. Now I know all of you. I know
all of me loves all of you.
You better sing.
Love you. I'm the worst. That's how I know the chorus.
I can't.
I give you all.
Did you pin that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so, how many of you desire your spouse? How many of you, you know what I'm saying, is it something that has to be renewed? You know what I'm saying? You strongly want to be with them. You strongly, desire the things for them or want of them. Let me say that, of them. What about you?
Yeah, I still do. And it's crazy. I asked myself that question one day. I said, do you still desire your wife? Do you still desire to be with her? And I saw y'all yesterday. Y'all who don't know, Taylor finally learned how to ride a bike without me showing her. Sherrie stole my shine. But anyway, I saw you yesterday on the phone when you were holding the phone up when Taylor was riding.
Right.
And my desire it increased again. Like you saw when I started smiling.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I looked and I was like, Lord, I said, I love this woman. Because I love your passion and your desire for your family. I love your passion and your desire for me. It's like I was talking about tonight in Bible study. You really are like that. When I say that, I'm gonna say it a good way. You really are like that gnat that you can't get. I'm saying it's in a good way though.
It's hard to look at it in a good way.
It's like a gnat that you can't get rid of.
Oh, my
and every time you try to swing at it, it ducks out of the way and it comes back at you again. But it's what I need, and your need or your desire to see me as a better man outweighs anything else. And I don't know if every man has a wife that is as passionate. I don't know if every man has a wife that desires to see him succeed more than she wants, more than she desires. Or I don't see if every man has a wife that desires to see him succeed more than
then I would like to.
Then she wants to succeed. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes it's like you want me to succeed at all costs. You know what I'm saying?
Because my desire to see you succeed is fulfilling. If you succeed, then I succeed. And that's how I look at it. And I think that's the thing about a marriage. You should want to see your spouse succeed. You should want to see your spouse excel. You should want to see your spouse passionate about life, passionate about their family, just passionate about just about any and everything. They have a joy, literally. And that desire should be strong. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a desire for you, but the things for you. You know what I'm saying? How many have a desire the things for their spouse or the desire for their boyfriend or girlfriend? They should have that desire to see them excel. If you're in college, or if you have a spouse or somebody who decided to go back to college and get their master's in something or get their doctorate, you should have a desire to want to see them succeed, do that 20-page paper. If they desire to go back and do a art or a trade, something that makes them happy, you should desire that for them. You should want that for them. If you don't, then you need to be questioning yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a selfless act. You know what I'm saying? So I desire to see him better. I do not desire to see him fail at any cost. I desire to see him succeed in every area of his life, whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, you know what I'm saying, spiritually. I desire to see him just grow to limitless heights. So, and that should be the case. That should be the case for your spouse. You should desire that for them.
Yeah, because honestly, your desire for me, and I never said this, but your desire for me, it's contagious. Like sometimes because you desire so much out of me or desire to see so much in me, it pushes me to sometimes, honestly, it pushes me to fulfill your desire for me. Because I know that the desires you have for me, it's nothing beyond my limits. So it's nothing beyond my reach is what I mean. The things you desire for me is the things that I can obtain. You know what I'm saying? If I put my foot forward and go after it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I probably never said anything to you, but I'll tell everybody, I thank you for wanting to see me. Even though I'm lazy sometimes, but I thank you for wanting to see the best out of me, the best version of me.
Right.
Even though, sometimes it does get on my nerves, but that's your job. Your job
that's the problem sometimes
your
with
job
desire.
Is to push me to not overpush you, not overdo it, but you're measurable in it. You are. Sometimes you're not measurable in it, but majority of the time you're measurable in it. But I do thank you for being that. I thank you for being that. Nat.
Thank you. I guess. Hall said we need a room. Thurman said you deep man. Hey Christian, if you still up here. Thurman said this is not Thursday Love. This is Bridges Love's night. But hey Jay. But yeah.
Tons of good stuff. Your desire builds some. Oh, yes.
That's right, and it should. So how many of y'all out there, you know what I'm saying, can see how desire plays a part, which once again, I said desire is a strong a strong feeling for someone. And yes, it could be overbearing if you go too far, but you can see how it plays an intricate part in your marriage when you desire something for your spouse, not just sexually,
And then the things, I think also the things that you desire in your spouse, make sure that, I think that's why you got to kind of know your spouse.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to desire what you want to desire for your spouse. Like you want to desire what is actually supposed to happen in their life, what they're supposed to be, basically be able to, I guess, look at it through a spiritual eye in a sense, be able to see who God is calling them to be, and then desire for them to be that and help push them to become that. Be it supplying them with resources or, going and talking to somebody, hey, look, my husband has this, or hey, my wife has this. This is the vision or dream that they have. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to, help them with this or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure the desire that you have for your spouse are the desire that God has for them and not something, because honestly, seriously, and I'm not saying this to you, but if your wife is tone deaf and she don't sing, don't be desiring for her to sing. You can pray and ask God to open up ear, but don't be desiring, because that may not be what the Lord has for them, but it may be for them to be an administrator or for them to, carry the word of God or write a book or create a curriculum or whatever the case may be. Right. So make sure the desires that you have for your spouse are the desires that God has for their life. Right. And not some selfish desire that you have for them.
And for those that are up here, how can the lack of desire affect your marriage? Once again, how can the lack of desire for your spouse or to see them succeed or for your spouse, how can it affect your marriage? Because if I honestly don't have a strong want or a strong feeling to see you succeed, you know what I'm saying? How would that make you feel if I wasn't passionate about the things that you're passionate about?
it'll make me seem very simple, like you don't care.
Okay.
That's how it looks. It looks like, well, she don't care, so, whatever. Excuse me. Hall said, go back. Hey, Sharana.
Hey, Keisha.
George said, hey, Lionel, she here. Okay. George said that, I agree, TJ. Trivia holds me accountable.
I'm laughing at Bishop Jones.
Trivia holds me accountable with her desires for my success. Hall said, Clarice must desire me because I'm a screw up and a much needed work. That's all of us all.
Lord Jesus.
Jones. So Tracy, I need $1,000, Pastor TJ. Said for you to support me.
Tracy Jones already supports you, Bacon Bishop.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all. Now if I ain't never seen nobody supporting nothing, Tracy supports you definitely. And she'll beat somebody up for not supporting you. All she do, she put them eyes and things get big. It's over.
So we talked about respect and desire.
Hey, Keisha.
And desire. For those who are just joining us, we're talking about different things that make a marriage work. Of course, most people have talked about communication, trust, and honesty. The main things that, the core 5 that most people will, haul off and say when, you know what makes a marriage work. But we're talking about those small, intimate details that most people don't even talk about that can make a marriage work. And one of them we talked about before was respect. Respect to me is huge. Respect is very huge in me. Integrity, a standard of integrity and a standard of respect. And then the second one we talked about was desire. And so I'm gonna say the last one we're gonna talk about, but this is the last one for the night that we're gonna talk about, and it's forgiveness.
Oh, stop cussing.
The word forgiveness. What makes a marriage work? Forgiveness. Now everybody say it with me. Forgiveness.
Sherrie, before we start, look, I want to say this. I forgive you.
Carl said he struck on her passion.
I forgive you.
I forgive you. Wait a minute, what you forgive me for?
I don't know. I forgive you.
For
what you've done and what you're going to do and what you're yet still to do. Like you're going to say something to me mean when we get off this live. I forgive you in advance.
Oh, God.
It's an advanced forgiveness.
I can't with you. Hey, Keisha. But yeah, forgiveness. That is one of the key components. It's like a curse word too sometimes to some people. It's forgiveness. Also, we just cursed. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness. You have to forgive your spouse.
Sounds like you about to spell it.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Yeah, I knew you were going to spell that wrong. That's why I didn't even try.
Forgiveness. Yes. Forgiveness. You have to be willing to forgive your spouse. And I'm not talking about just the things that they say to you, because words do hurt. I don't care what people say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That was a lie. Words do hurt. They penetrate and they hurt.
And you can't take them things back.
And you can't take them things back.
It's like a curse.
But I'm not just talking about forgiveness for things they say, but also forgiveness for things that they've done. Actions sometimes do speak louder than words. Words do hurt and action do speak louder than words. And sometimes they do certain things that you honestly hold over their head. And sometimes you hold unrealistic expectations upon their head that they have no clue about. Mm-hmm. And then you honestly place a judgment upon them and they don't even know. And so it's like, honestly, you need to forgive. You need to have a place of forgiveness in your heart. Not so much for them, but a forgiveness for you putting that standard upon them, or that unrealistic expectation upon them.
Words do, words kill. They do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even look.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, words kill. Yeah, they will destroy you.
Yeah, they really.
And coming from your spouse, they really can destroy you.
Your spouse can take you out, because think about the spouse is, and I don't know for women because I'm not a woman, but I know for a man that if I open up to you, and I think I said it earlier, like a past broadcast, if I open up to you and I tell you how I'm really feeling, because as men, we're wonderful at how the old folks say sugarcoat. We're wonderful at disguising how we really feel. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we'll be weak, but we'll act like we're Superman. But if I honestly come and tell you that, hey, look, today is not my strong day. Mm-hmm. Today I feel weak.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but it's hard for us to ask for anything. So if I tell you, look, I'm weak today. Mm-hmm. I need your strength. But then, you know what I'm saying, we get into an argument or whatever, mm-hmm. and you take that and you throw it back in my face.
Right.
You can forget it. I won't even tell you. I probably won't, actually, as a matter of fact, I probably won't even show you that you got to me. Mm-hmm. I'll keep right on talking like I'm tough, like nothing never happened. And you would never know that you got to me. Only way you will know is because of my limits that I'll start placing.
But for me to throw something in your face, that means I haven't forgiven you for something you have done to me. Because forgiveness is saying, I'm not going to hurt you because you did say or do something to hurt me.
So point, just because you did something to me, that does not give me the right to jab you with something that you've done to me.
Right.
Because two wrongs don't make it right.
Right.
If you hurt me, that doesn't give me the right to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I hurt you because you hurt me, that means that makes me no better than you are.
Right. So, we have to learn how to forgive our spouse for things that they say. You cannot hold a grudge. You cannot hold it in your vault and store it for later. I know most women do that. They hold it in their vault, store it for later, and then throw it in their face when you get into the next argument. And that's killing. That's killing yourself and the relationship.
Vaughn just said forgiveness is true, but how many times? Sometimes in a day.
Jesus said 70 times 70.
It's only at 490 times?
I don't know, but that's a lot of times.
I done ran out.
But you have to forgive them because you don't want to hold grudges. And you don't want to hold things that they said because the enemy will play in your head and there'll be a playground and you'll keep replaying in your head. And before you know it, it'll become chaotic and torment.
And I know we always say forgiveness is not for the other person, but forgiveness is for you. But honestly, if you think about this, yes, forgiveness is for you, but sometimes forgiving somebody frees them also.
Yeah, it does.
Because especially if you say, I use an example, if you've had a falling out or whatever. Mm-hmm. And somebody's on their deathbed, and because you've been holding that, dang, I hurt them, dang, and they're on their deathbed, and they come to you and they say, I forgive you. Honestly, it's like a weight lifts off of you because now you no longer have to carry that burden of that person disagreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it may not always happen that way, but honestly, forgiveness, it frees you. And it does sometimes free the other person. It does.
If it comes from a sincere and genuine place, it does free me.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? If you come and apologize to me, you come and say, I'm sorry for what I said or I'm sorry for what I did, it makes me feel better. The hurt that I'm feeling at that moment, it goes away. It just fade out.
I'm sorry.
It fade out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What you do?
I don't know. I'm sorry for what I'm going to do.
I hope you're not going to do anything.
Oh, well, hopefully I don't. I'm just saying it's an advance, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, for even those that are out there, people like, do you forgive for everything? Because there's some people who are in a marriage or in a relationship where domestic abuse is taking place, where the husband is beating the wife or the wife is beating the husband, because it does happen. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, do you forgive your husband or your wife, if they are molesting their children or somebody else's children? See, these are the hard pills that we don't think about because we don't think about these things going to happen in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Do you forgive someone? Do you forgive your spouse for seriously setting out a vendetta against somebody and literally carrying it out? Like, they got upset with someone and then they went and scarred up their car. They stole their identity, something to that effect, to where it literally would call jail time. Like, would you forgive your spouse for, embezzlement, fraud, going to rob a bank? These are some serious accusations I'm talking about. And Vaughn said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be any of that real talk."
Oh, hey, you married to a cop. So.
And see, that's the thing. It's different levels of actions and words. Having an argument with my husband because it's something that he did or whatever, or I didn't like. Yeah, that's something simple. Or then there's the next level. I think the one that everybody always argue about. Would you forgive your spouse if they cheated on you? That's the question of the day. Would you forgive? And everybody like, oh no, he cheated on me. He gone. But you'd be surprised. There's more people that stay with their boyfriend, their girlfriend, or their spouse when infidelity takes place.
It's not to justify it, but there's different reasons why it happened also.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
But I mean, there's different reasons why things happen.
Yeah, but ultimately, I pray none of that ever happens.
I mean, that's the prayer.
I pray my prayer that never happens.
And
I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm
us.
Saint Jane and say I won't forgive. It might take a minute and some intercession on Jesus' behalf and the saints. But I'm just saying.
That means I can't do the want.
No, it can't do the want. But I'm just saying it. But these are some serious things, and there's some people that are really going through these type of situations. You know what I'm saying? There's some women that I know who they were in a marriage and their husband beat them up real bad, and they have not forgiven them. They have literally moved on with their life. They said they're happy, they enjoying life or whatever, but no, they have not forgiven that man for what he did to them, because there's still a part of them that still walks in fear, concerning certain things in certain areas or whatever, but they hold on to it. And you know what I'm saying? But that's where that forgiveness comes in for me. You know what I'm saying? When they say forgiveness is not just for you, it's for me too. It literally is for me. You have to forgive. Forgiveness has to take place in a relationship. It's a key component. You cannot walk around holding grudges and being bitter, because that opens the door to resentment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm upset with you for one thing, and then all of a sudden I'm upset with you for 5 other things. Even it could be little things. You didn't put the dishes in the dishwasher. I mean, like it. Yeah,
Forgiveness opens doors to other stuff.
Other negative things.
Because if you, and that's how you can tell if you've forgiven somebody, because you can say, "Oh, I forgive you," and do one thing that's wrong. All them other things come back to add to that one thing, and you start throwing all that stuff in somebody's face, and they're like, "Yo, I thought you said you forgave me for that." Yeah. Well, I didn't. I put it on pause.
Yeah. Yeah. So you need to really check yourself and see if you really honestly forgave someone. And how do I do that? How do I honestly forgive someone for what somebody has done to me? You know what I'm saying? Confronting the situation. So, for example, if TJ cussed at me, TJ has never cussed at me. Thank you, God.
Well, I call her a butthole, but
that we were dating. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but she had done something.
And he actually said the word "but." He didn't call me an a-hole.
But I will leave her in North Virginia. So if she had to hit me, she was gonna walk back to the whims. Hey, Jannar, I ain't gonna tell you.
Hey, Nari.
You can't
Prophet
go
Harris.
through life making others suffer for what
someone else did to you.
That is right. Amen, Sister Jones. Sister TJ, that's it.
Sister TJ. But yeah, forgiveness is major. You really have to forgive people. You have to forgive. Yes, it's for you and it's for the other person. It's necessary, because you do not want to walk around life holding grudges and being bitter and then taking it out and spewing out on other people. But these are just the 3 things that we wanted to talk about tonight on Thursday Love, or what makes a marriage work.
Let's got some more.
So thank you for commenting and sharing with us what your thoughts. But the 3 things that we hit on tonight, for those who did just join in, we hit on respect, we hit on desire, and we hit on forgiveness. Because there's a lot of components to making a marriage work. There's not just 1 or 2 or 3, but there are a lot of things. And it takes work. It takes work to make a marriage work. And you both have to be willing participants.
That's a post. It takes work to make a marriage
work.
She gonna put it out tomorrow, y'all.
So yeah, and you both have to be willing participants in this. You just can't have one.
And it takes equal work.
Equal work
to make a marriage equally work.
All right, yeah.
You like it.
So once again, thank y'all guys for tuning in. And if you want your Thursday Love t-shirt,
GPB.
If you want your Thursday Love t-shirt, remember, loving me, loving you, loving us, you can inbox us at Thursday Love or inbox Sherrie. Also, if you want your instrumental prayer and worship CD, A Time to Worship with TJ, that is $10. Inbox us as
like
well.
The pictures on the front.
Hey, Raynell, I miss you, Raynell. Oh, I miss you right now. I hope you've had a great summer, Ray.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to continue our conversation next Thursday. Our conversation.
Yeah.
We're going to continue our conversation next Thursday, Facebook Live at 9. And if you want to be a blessing to Thursday Love, please sow. Cash App is $Thursday Love. Once again, share this to your friends, share this to your family, reach out to others. We're looking forward to an outing on this Thursday with our crew. Amen. Yeah. All the couples that are going out this Thursday. And
look,
if you want to join us, let us know.
Yeah, please do. Definitely.
Is that what you was going to say?
I was going to say it, but hey, we all won. Yo, if there's anybody that's watching, y'all want to join us, hit us up, please. This Saturday night. Hit us up. We're going to
Good Nights.
We're going to Good Nights at night.
The comedy show.
Yes, comedy show, and then we're going to get some grub.
And then we're going to Tobacco Road bar. I can't think of the
We ain't going to drink.
No, we're not going to drink. We're just going to eat.
Unless it's a virgin daiquiri.
So, yeah. But, yeah. So, y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great weekend. Once again.
Thank you, Sharita. Thank you so much.
Oh, I don't know what she said. But
she said, great topic.
Ain't Sharita trivia?
It don't matter. She still said great topic. we gonna miss y'all too, ho.
I'm gonna miss y'all Saturday. Love you guys. Y'all have a great weekend.
Yes. Enjoy, guys.
Bye.
Enjoy.
She said, no, I'm not treating